Hello. Uh, Today I'll be talking about the four drivers of an investment portfolio. Okay. My name is Akodofu. My background quickly: BS in electrical engineering, MS in power system engineering, MBA from INSEAD, and PhD in finance from University of Georgia. I'm a full professor of finance. Okay. So what are the four drivers of an investment portfolio? Okay. The first driver is cash reserve. By cash reserve, I mean the money you need for emergencies. For example, if you're ready to go to work, you step inside your car, you turn the ignition key, and the car doesn't start. You realize that your alternator is dead. You need to buy a new alternator. A new alternator will cost around maybe 350 plus labor, maybe 550. Okay. So to replace the alternator, you need to have the money in the right place. Okay. You're not going to take money out of your 401k or out of your IRA or out of your flexible premium deferred annuity to in order to be able to pay for the alternative. You need to find the money in what they call the cash reserve. Either going to be some cash available to you, or going to be money available in your checking account, or it's going to be money available in your money market account, and so on. So in real life, it's estimated that any active individual, by active individual, somebody is fully employed, work every day, need to have the equivalent of 6 months' salary set aside as cash reserve. And the logic behind is that in general, if when people lose a job, it takes them about 6 months to find another job. So during those 6 month period, you still have need the money to cover your living expenses. Okay. So this is the first driver of an investment portfolio is cash reserve. The second driver is called what I call adequate protection. Adequate protection is the money you need to protect things you can afford losing. One such thing is going to be your life. Another one is going to be your earning power. And the other one is going to be your health. So let's start with your life. Yeah. Any human, any living creature uh, is going to die. What we don't know is when that creature is going to die. So as human being, any human is going to die at one point in time. So we know we're going to die, but we don't know when. And therefore, today we have to prepare in case we die. If you're married, you have kids, uh, you don't want upon your death your family to find itself in the street. Okay. Therefore, you have to plan that. You have some outstanding liabilities such as your mortgage. You also have the need to put money aside to pay your education of your kid when they're ready to go to college. So those outstanding liability will dictate the face value of insurance policy you need to purchase to manage that risk. Okay. So let's say you purchase a 1 million face value life insurance. Should you die, the insurance company is going to pay that 1 million to your surviving spouse. That money can be used to pay off the mortgage, and part of the money will be invested, will accumulate over time, and will be used to pay uh, to pay for the college education of your children. Okay, so this is the first aspect of adequate protection that need purchase life insurance to protect your life. Okay, the second one is going to be your health. If you're not dead, you're alive and you're sick, you go to the hospital, you receive treatment, you can have surgery, you spend some time, some nights in the hospital, you have used medication, you need money to cover those things. It can be very expensive. So the way to manage this type of risk is to purchase a health insurance policy. So if you 6 years you go to the hospital, well, you're gonna pay a small amount of the cost, which is called deductibles. It can be maybe $50, $100, or up to a maximum maybe $1,000. And the rest of the costs, which include surgery, hospital stay, medication, and so on, will be covered by the health insurance company. Okay. The third aspect of adequate protection is going to be disability. If you're not dead, you're not sick, and then, well, maybe you're driving, going somewhere, you're involved in an accident, and you're disabled. You're disabled, well, you're not dead, you're still alive. And when you're still alive, well, you have to face living expenses such as food and so on. You disabled, you cannot work. If you cannot work, your salary stop. Okay, you're not going to pursue your salary. As long as you stop working, the salary stop. So if you don't take the appropriate step, if when you disable, you're gonna find yourself with no cash flow at all. So the disability insurance, you can purchase a disability insurance policy with an insurance company, and generally the disability insurance will cover maybe 70% or 80% of your salary. Should you become disabled, the insurance company is going to pay 70%, 80% of your salary for as long as you're disabled. Okay. When you're back on your feet to resume work, you start working, the disability will stop because you're no longer disabled. And then your salary is going to kick in. You're going to start receiving your salary because you start working. Okay. So this is the second driver of an investment portfolio, which is adequate protection. That's the money you need to protect things you can afford losing, such as your life, your health, and your earning power. The third driver of an investment portfolio is what's called fixed asset. Fixed asset is asset category which generate a constant stream of cash flow over a certain period of time. One example of such assets is going to be bond, corporate bond, for example. We have several types of bond. You have corporate bond, you have government bond, you have municipal bond or international bond issued by international companies. Okay. So, uh, for instance, if the bond is European bond, the bond will pay a coupon every 12 months. If it's an American bond, it's going to pay a coupon every 6 months. Let's say you have a bond, the face value is 1,000, the coupon rate 8%. The coupon rate prints the bond certificate as part of the bond indenture. Let's say the maturity of the bond 20 years. So during those 20 years, nothing is going to change. The coupon is going to remain the same. So at the time the bond issue, with the $80 coupon, you were able to buy a certain basket of goods and services. 10 years down the road, with the $80, the bond still pays $80. But with the $80, you will no longer be able to buy the same basket of goods and services that you used to buy 10 years ago because inflation went up, the overall price of goods and services went up. And so you can see the problem with this type of investment that they don't keep up with inflation. They don't allow you to maintain your purchasing power over time. Because of that limitation, the investment community come up with a fourth driver of the investment, what they call equity assets. Equity assets was the assets was the return keep up with the inflation. That the inflation goes up, the return generally go up. Example of equity assets is going to be common stock or corporate stock. Okay, if you buy the stock, general stock is a long-term investment. In order to really make money in stock, you have to hold over several market cycles. A market cycle is going to be 4 to 5 years. And if you hold the stock over several market cycles, the return will be greater than the inflation rate, for sure. Other example of equity assets is going to be your home, real estate, piece of real estate, the piece of land, and so on. Over time, they appreciate. And they appreciate and they allow you to keep up the inflation, allow you to maintain your purchasing power. Okay, so those are the four drivers of an investment portfolio. If you have money you want to set up an investment portfolio, you have to make sure that the portfolio is active in those four key areas. The first one is the cash reserve. That's the money for emergency. The second one is adequate protection. That's the money to protect things you cannot afford losing. The third one is a fixed asset. That's the money invested in assets generate a stream of constant cash flow over time, generally appropriate for people who retire who need constant income. And then the fourth driver is equity asset, that money invested in assets that generate return that keep up with inflation, such as stock, your home, land, and so on. So this is for today. Thank you for listening.